Hey guys, and welcome to my Adamant Dragons guide. I'll be covering the useful items, the requirements, and how to get to them and how to kill them. As for the requirements, there are very few to worry about. 70 plus stats and gear and you should be fine. If you want to kill them faster with range, I do recommend you have tier 90 weapons and armor. Mainly the weapon because they have a pretty high defense against range as they're weak to magic. So the best way to kill them is obviously with magic, but this is a ranged guide. And 34 woodcutting to cut through the roots in the Brimhaven dungeon. As for the useful things, a spring cleaner to clean up the various rune drops you get, or even dragon drops. Metallic dragon trinkets, they are very useful as you know, and you can also use them to teleport. Magic note paper is useful as well to note the bones or bars, even though with the bars you might not make a profit. Or you can use a pack yak, which requires 96 summoning to bank the bones. Super antifiers are very useful here, but they do require 85 herblore. And with the super antifiers, you can basically AFK these if you have the next requirement or useful thing, curses, which requires 92 plus player for soul split, and if you want turmoil, anguish, and stuff like that, like the boost prayers, 95. Karamja gloves 4 are useful. I personally don't have them, but you can use a shortcut if you have those. As for example setup, I was using tier 80 Anima core armor and armor gloves and boots, a ring of fortune as it's a cheap non-degradable ring, a noxious longbow, the kiln cape, a blood fury to heal a bit, and a penance aura to get me back some prayer. This is also very useful if you're going to be using auras. Vampirism and penance are the best to use here. As for the inventory, I did bring a bone crusher because if you want to get some prayer experience and you don't care for the bones and you don't want to pick them up and you just want to speed up your slayer task, you can just kill them and crush the bones. Spring cleaner for the occasional rune drops, and prayer renewals to bring back prayer, obviously. Super ranged potion, super defense potion, or grand potion. Steel titan to boost my kills. I find it pretty useful as I do not need a yak. And some steel titan scrolls, obviously. Super antifiers, 2 only, and some sharks just in case I need some healing. But with soul split, you really don't need any food. As for getting there, teleport to the Karamja lodestone, pay the NPC outside and go inside. Then just follow the video to the Adamant Dragons dungeon. When you're here, pot up and start killing them. Now as I said, they're weak to magic. But with range with a tier 90 you should be able to do just fine. As you see, they're pretty easy to kill, and with the super antifier, you don't have to worry about your health at all if you're using soul split. Now, if you're using pray magic and an antifier, you'll survive here as well, or a main hand ascension crossbow and an antifier shield, which I do not recommend by the way, you'll do fine, but it is better to use super antifiers. Now, if you're using a vampirism aura and you're just praying magic with an antifier, you should also be able to AFK them, as I'm doing with the soul split as well. Now, they do have quite a large health pool, and they drop hardened dragon bones and 2 adamant bars each time, and they have the occasional good drop, and you can also get the dragon full helm from them. Now, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the guide and found it helpful, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.